Hello, my name is Matt Murphy. I'm the tour program supervisor here at Eastern State Penitentiary Historic Site. Today we've been bringing members of the museum behind the scenes to explore Cellblock 3, Eastern State's hospital block. And it's been a series of 30-minute tours, giving an opportunity to peer at the decaying facilities and learn about the legacy of medical care and also the impact of one disease in particular, tuberculosis. Dr. Hewitt?
So I'm a microbiologist. My PhD is in mycology, so I'm sort of formally trained in fungi, but I also work with bacteria and viruses, and I do a lot of work with local and state departments of public health on environmental infectious disease. So basically how you can get sick from touching things.
Cellblock 3 is opened in 1831, and it's designed for separate confinement, just like all the other original cell blocks. But by the end of the 19th century, it finds itself Eastern State's official hospital block. The first warden, Samuel Wood, has sort of a conflict on his hands. Cellblock 3 has to be opened up for inmates before it's really completed. There aren't really locks on the doors or necessarily doors on the cells either. But it's got to put inmates in there. So what do? I've got it. I'll put sick inmates into Cellblock 3. The elderly inmates, what he describes as the invalids. People who, if they want to run away, they want to escape, they're not going to get very far. Under the original system of isolation, inmates did everything in their cell. They ate 3 times a day in their cell. They were fed by the guards and brought the meals out on a cart. And to maximize their isolation, inmates would enter their cells from the rear, from their exercise yard. And what you had here was actually just a narrow aperture that allowed food to come in and out. And so there would have been a wood door covering it. The guard would have opened the wood door, slid the food through, and closed it back up. They're torn out in the 1850s in most of the prison because they're just super inefficient, not really a good idea in case of an emergency. But they survive in Cellblock 3 as the prison transforms into a hospital. As they start adding in complicated facilities that need space, they knock down the walls that divide 2 cells, but they only have to install 1 door now. And so the feeding hole on the other side stays. It's, I think, one of the eeriest parts of Cellblock 3. We have a fascinating article from the New York Times. After an investigation, it claims that tuberculosis bacterium was actually present in every single cell here at Eastern State Penitentiary. The conditions were that unsanitary. You can see a bricked up doorway right there. And you can see another stoned up doorway over here. That would have led to the space between the cell blocks. That would have led to a cell in Cellblock 3. And I think it's one of the coolest, creepiest parts of Eastern State. If you look carefully around, you'll see hundreds, maybe 1,000 of little doorways that just don't go anywhere.